I don't fear death. I'm not afraid of death at all. It's life, it's living here that scares me. It's the unsurety, as you said, Josho, of samsara. You never know what's going to pop up, what's going to come up in this Saha realm during this age of Mappo, of Dharma decline. Since Shakyamuni's passing over 2,500 years, humanity has gotten more and more decadent, more and more out of control, more and more violent, less morality, more shallow humanity has become. And so I was asking you earlier, Sensei, in this time, and all of you have had, problems in your society due to politics and ideology and whatever, where you've had like riots and violence brought on by the government. Right now in America, we're experiencing the disintegration of our society. We're experiencing total chaos. We don't even know what government means anymore here in the United States. And I'm not afraid of death. And here's my question. I'm not afraid of death. But my question is, during times of chaos, when your society, the society you live in, is in turmoil, do you have any suggestions on how to maintain my focus on Amida Buddha and not get caught up in the insanity that society is experiencing? That's my question.
I think one of the most important things that you should do, and we should all do, is to remember the Buddhist teachings and the Buddhist explanations of the world. And Buddhist has a way of explaining suffering. Try to incarnate this teaching of Buddhism about why do you suffer, why there is, and remember that everything around you is the product of collective karma, personal karma and collective karma. So one of the first things that you should do, I think, is to don't blame others. Don't think that you are too good for the society, don't think that everybody else is crazy and you are sane. No, you are also part of this evil world and you deserve to be here. We all deserve to be here in this world of suffering. And this world of suffering and our times of suffering would not exist if we didn't have the karma to create this world of suffering. So this world of suffering is our own creation. My creation, your creation, our collective karma creation. So this is very important because I think this will also help you to resist this difficult time. If you don't blame others, if you realize this is happening to you because you are part of it. Okay, so then second, you can remember the teaching which says that everything is a dream. Don't take this world too serious. Don't take yourself or your problems too serious. Don't make don't be tragic about the world. Don't take yourself in a tragic way. Yes, you are suffering. Yes, but in the end, this is all like a dream. Remember, always remember that in the end, this world is like a dream. In reality, this world is like a dream. You are suffering now in the exact way you are suffering in the night dream. Okay? And of course, change the focus to Amida. Always change the focus. Don't try to, I mean, definitely you can't change the world. So don't stress yourself too much because you can't change the world. But you can change your attitude of mind by understanding why you suffer, because you deserve to be here, by understanding that this world is just a dream, this is not the true reality, and by changing the focus. You know, this you can try to do. Of course, you will not be able always to do that, but at least you can try. This is what I try, you know, and try to change the focus to do something else. Try to find the good things in your life, you know. Perhaps each one of us has a cute dog, or a good friend, or a boyfriend, or a girlfriend, or a mother, or a father, or somebody close. Do something with those people. Do something for them, or read a book, watch a movie. You will always find something to do, so that you don't become obsessed with the world. Don't become too obsessed with politics, too obsessed with many things that happen around you. And of course, focus on Amida. Remember that this is your last life as an ignorant person. But perhaps this will help you. This is what I do. So I can't give you an advice that I don't try to follow. You see?
This is excellent advice, but it also gives me another question. You say, and this is bad in me. I blame people because I grew up in a family that we blamed each other, we blamed everyone else, and that is a terrible habit. It's automatic in my mind. I want to blame the other person, that idiot, that moron, you know. Well, I'm an idiot, I'm a moron. And changing my focus has helped me in this area. Do you have any further suggestions on how we can break ourselves of the habit of blaming other people and accepting that it is our karma as well as everyone else's karma? That's my question.
If you are in a situation where you suffer too much and your mind becomes too obsessive, perhaps it would be very difficult for you to start a process of understanding the situation according to the Jodo, to the Buddhist teaching, you know. Perhaps it would be very difficult in an obsessive situation, in a very painful situation, when you are drowned in thoughts. It's very difficult to remember the teaching and all the Buddhist explanations. So perhaps the best thing in that situation is to simply change the focus to Amida, and but don't fight with the thoughts. Perhaps those thoughts already became too powerful and you are obsessive about them. So don't try to change the thoughts, because don't try to stop them. Just leave them be. Let them come and let them be. And don't focus on them, focus on Amida, because if you continue to concentrate and focus on the thoughts, they will grow bigger and bigger. And you will, but if you don't feed the thoughts with attention and you change the focus, sooner or later they will disappear. You know, that's very important. We actually feed our thoughts with attention. Attention is the fuel for our thoughts. If we don't pay attention to something, then that thing will disappear. That's a Buddhist way, you know. Better do this way. Better do this in times of great difficulty, you know.
Yes, thank you very much.
For example, if you have somebody that you hate, it would be perfect if you can sit with the person you hate and try to make peace with him. But if you can't make peace with him, then don't meet with him. Don't leave him away. Leave him alone. That's something that ordinary people like us can do. you know, perhaps more spiritually evolved people can make peace with the people they hate. But you know, what do you guys think, you, Diana, and Daigan? If you want to say something and give an advice to Joshin, please do. Everybody speaks here, not only me. Yeah. So, yeah, and you know, yes, that's what I want to say. So it's very difficult. I also have an. You also said in I think in one of your videos, Joshin, you said that sometimes you remember things from the past. You remember people who wronged you, and you become obsessive about them. You said that, I think.
People that I became obsessive about people who have hurt me, people who have said terrible things and done terrible things. And letting go of the past is very hard, and it's getting easier. But I will be like having like today is a beautiful day, and I'll be saying Nembutsu and I'll be enjoying the day. And then there will be that memory of either being beaten by my father, or my sister or my mother would have said something to me as a teenager or a young child even. And this anger from the past comes up. I mean, I know they're all dead, they're all gone. I have no family. So logically, I know that doesn't make any sense to feel these feelings, these resentments from the past. But my emotions have very little to do with logic a lot of the time. They just come, you know. Or something someone said at work, or a former manager, former employee, someone at a checkout counter, some rude clerk, and they will come from nowhere. And more I am training myself to say, okay, this is a dream. These are thoughts. They're just popping in my head from the past. If I try to fix them, they're going to get worse. They're going to increase. I'm going to give them power. And then I start saying Nembutsu, and I focus on the words of Nembutsu, or while I'm saying Nembutsu, I focus on Amida. I wish I did focus more on people that I love, that people, you know, the good things in life, but I tend to go toward the negative. And I think, like I said earlier, that comes from the way I was raised. We were very negative in my family, very blaming of each other and everyone else around us. And I've decided to let that go, but that doesn't stop the habitual karmic residual thoughts from coming back, because we were very unforgiving in my family. I'll leave it at that.
You know, there was a Buddhist master, but I forgot his name, who also had a disciple who said that he has a lot of problems and difficulties, and that master took a stick and said something like this: "Show me your problems and I will hit them. Show me your problems and I will hit them with the stick." And of course, he couldn't show him anything, because actually those problems are only in his head. So these things do not have a real existence. They seem to exist because we give them power. So this is actually the inner or outer world cannot be fixed. There is no need to fix it, because it is an illusion. If you try to fix an illusion, you might make that you might make a new illusion. and then you'll have to deal with the other illusion. So just don't, you know, if you can also develop something like a, you know, funny way of looking to things. Don't take them too serious, you know, joke about them. I don't know.
I want
Yes.
to say something.
Please, please do.
I also fall for the trap of having hateful thoughts and blaming everybody. But when I have those thoughts, I always, one thing that helped me is that I always think myself dying, or the other people dying, be the last time on earth. And I think if we die today with this hateful thought, with this hateful feeling towards each other, we both going to end up in a very miserable situation. So I try to look at them with compassion, even though it's hard sometimes. But I say, if I'm in a bad situation, I imagine the other person helping me, like helping me to not be in that situation. So I try to see the other person like a companion, like someone that can help me, and not someone like will destroy me. Like that. Sometimes when like my mom, sometimes I yell at my mom because I don't know, I get angry, but sometimes I look at her and I say, but if this is our last time together, I don't want this end up like this, and I want us to grow, to be in a better position. So I will not be hateful for you. I will not have these thoughts for you or for anybody.
You can also, for example, if you hate somebody outside of your family, you can try to remember the Buddhist teaching that all beings, including the ones you hate, were once your own father and mother or your good friend. And at least once in a previous life, they treated you well. Then something went bad between you. And you can also do that. There is another thing that I do from time to time, if it works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But what I do is go to the altar of Amida Buddha, take a stick, incense stick, and offer it to Amida Buddha in the name of the person I hate. And I wish them all the best, and I wish them to make a karmic connection with Amida. And I ask Amida Buddha to help them. Also, another thing that I do is to pray to Amida Buddha. Just talk with Amida Buddha. Amida Buddha, please help me, please guide me, please bless me to overcome the situation. So you can also do that. Or simply, as I said before, just don't take things too serious and change the focus. So it depends what it works with you. Yes.
This is all excellent advice. I appreciate it. Thank you, all of you.
Okay. Yes. You, Daigan, don't have any problem in Uruguay. Everybody loves you. You go to the beach and sing,
very problems.
and everybody loves you.
No, very problems. Yes.
You have no problem. Look, Daigan has no problem and doesn't hate anybody. Yes.
I changed the focus, Sensei. I try do this. The worries, duality of the worries, moments of happy, moments of sorrow, moments is samsara is suffering. Yes, I changed the focus.
Good.
I try. I try more and more, and no, ¿cómo se dice? Alimentar negative things in my head, and saying Nembutsu, Namo Amida Bu, Namo Amida Bu, Namo Amida Bu, and lights. I feel the Buddha's lights in my heart. It's calm. My mind is is very welcome in my heart.
Yes, Amida Buddha is always there to help us and bless us. But if we don't look to Amida but look to other things, how can Amida influence us? So we have to look to Amida, ask for help, or change the focus to him so that he can influence us, because he can influence us every day. But we don't pay attention to him all the time. Yes.